welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be transforming myself into La Llorona. If you don't know the legend of La Llorona, she supposedly kills her 3 children in the river, and after she immediately regrets it, and so she kills herself in the river. And yeah, ever since then, people claim to have heard her walking up and down the river, crying out for her children. So that's exactly who we're going to turn into today. If you guys haven't been keeping up with my Halloween series here on my channel, I'll go ahead and leave a link to all of those videos in the description below, or you can just click right here in the corner and they're right there too. Like I said, once we get closer to Halloween, I want to kind of amp up my looks a little bit, so I hope you guys are loving them, and if you are, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, that way I know. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. I know there's like a million other people here on YouTube that you could be watching, so the fact that you're watching my video, like, I love you. Thank you. But yeah, I don't want to keep on rambling, so I know you guys want to see how I got this look, so just please keep on watching.
To get started, I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my face and also my neck and chest area, since we are going to be painting there too. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and prime. I'm using my NYX Pore Filler primer. And then in order to get our gray kind of paint, I'm going to be mixing my black and white Snazaroo paint. And then you should end up with something like this. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend mixing, your face paint, because I don't know, it's just more work than you need to do for yourself. I would just get a face paint that's already gray, or you don't even have to use a face paint like this. Like, you could just use regular foundation. I just chose to be gray because I wanted her to look like dead, I guess. And then I look like this emoji. I got all the way down to my chest and realized that I didn't like this. It was a little bit too dark and I couldn't lighten it up. So with the power of editing, we're going to go ahead and change that. Boom. So much better. So next I'm going to be using a white eyeshadow to basically highlight my entire face, like my under eye area, my chin, and like my jaw area, if that makes sense, like underneath my contour, and then my forehead and nose as well. It's funny because I was watching Nicole Guerrero's video that she recently posted, and she did like a gray monster mashup, and I was like, oh my god, our looks almost look the same. I'm also going to highlight my chest area, but I don't really worry too much about this because it is going to be covered up later in the video, so you don't have to put too much detail. And now to bring life to the face, we're going to contour, and I'm basically taking a large blending brush and a little bit of black eyeshadow and having a very light hand. I'm just contouring my cheeks, and then we're going to go in with a larger brush and kind of blend that out. And Nicole Guerrero does the exact same thing, which is why I thought our looks were so similar, because she even said like this whole look is basically highlighting and contouring, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Like, when you contour your entire face, it just gives you so much life and like so much dimension. Your face doesn't look so flat. And then here I'm also kind of taking whatever product is left on the brush and just kind of like dragging it down to give our face more of like a sunken look, I guess. Like I said, she is dead, so I want her to look like a corpse, so she's gonna be very like sunken in, if that makes sense. But here I'm just kind of contouring my forehead so I can blend the face paint into my hairline, and then I'm also going to emphasize the temples. Now we're going to be contouring the nose. So first I like to concentrate right here at the top of my nose, like near my brows. It kind of gives me a starting point on like the lines that I'm going to be drawing straight down. So that's what I'm doing here. Now it's very hard for me to contour my nose because I have a little bump like right there at the bridge of my nose, and then the tip of my nose is pretty rounded, so I kind of struggle with it, but it's okay, just take your time because I'm going to be adding some white eyeshadow to really snatch that nose. And again, you want to be very light-handed when you do this step. I pick up very little product and just blend whatever is left on the brush. You just don't want to make it too messy. And here is where I'm adding some white eyeshadow. So I'm basically doing what you would do if you were baking your nose contour, just with eyeshadow. So this is going to really help clean up those lines and make everything look super straight and super snatched. Next, you're going to want to contour your jawline. I feel like this is very important in order to keep the entire face balanced. So I'm just doing the exact same thing with the same brush, and then I'm going to go in with a larger brush and blend everything out. And just because it's cute, I added a little bit of shadow under my lip to make them look a little more pouty. Sticking with this same black eyeshadow, we're going to go ahead and work on the eyes. So I'm just running this throughout the entire crease. I think we're basically going to only use like one eyeshadow, which is black. And super easy, super simple, just blend it through the crease. I like doing this first before I pack any on my eyelid. That way I know everything is going to be blended, you know what I mean? If you just go in and pack and then you work on blending, sometimes it can get kind of messy. So if you blend first, you don't have to do the work later. Ugh, this always looks so weird to me. But I'm going to be tightlining my waterline with some black eyeliner because we are going to be blacking out our eyes. So it's very important that you can't tell where your waterline is. I just think it makes it look so much more seamless. Let me know if this makes y'all cringe the way it makes me cringe. And now this is where I'm packing on that black eyeshadow, and once I pack it on, look at that. It's already blended. Like, boom, that's what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to be working on the eyebrows, and I'm doing the exact same thing that I did in my previous video for Chucky's Bride. I'm just using my black eyeliner and sketching out my brows. The only thing that I did different is in the front of my brow, like right there, I'm kind of turning them up to give them like, I don't know, like an evil little brow, I guess. But I'm basically just following my natural brow, filling it in the way I normally would, and then just kind of extending that tail a little bit more. So I tried like filling my brow in with the eyeliner, and it just looked like really chalky and like it wasn't just smooth and even. So I just took an angled eyeliner brush and just took some black eyeshadow to fill in my brows. So I gotta give my girl some highlight. So I'm gonna use this silver shade from the Diosa palette from Joann's Beauty. And I'm just gonna go ham. I'm gonna put this everywhere. Y'all, don't be a tonta like me and forget that you used water-based face paint and then spray your brush with water and then it takes off your makeup. Like, don't do that. But it's okay, I was able to fix it, so I just didn't spray my brush this time and just added the highlight everywhere like normal. So really quick, I wanted to come back to my nose and concentrate more shadow at the tip of my nose. I just felt like it looked a lot better. So I just started off with the blending brush, but it was a little bit too big, so I took a flat eyeshadow brush and kind of packed on the shade and then went back with that blending brush and just blended it up. And then just go back to highlighting. So I got a little bit ahead of myself and I just wanted to start on the drips and to kind of just see how it was going to work. So I didn't want to ruin my entire face makeup, so I just started on the neck first. And basically all I did was douse my face paint in water, dip my brush in it, and then just kind of like let the drips fall wherever they went. Also keep in mind when you're doing your neck, you want to keep your face like looking up, because if you look down, it's gonna smear the drops and that's just gonna be a mess and super annoying, so don't do that. Now I should have done my lips before I did my eyes on my face, but I got ahead of myself, like I said, and this was just really fun. Like, I've never done this before with like the drops, but it was really cool to do and I really liked it a lot. So I might use this technique in another look. We'll see. So I kind of felt like the red took over a little bit too much on the face. So I just went back with some black and kind of balanced that back out. So for the lips, we're going to be going back to that eyeliner and I'm using it to outline my lips, and then I'm just going to be filling that in with Kat Von D's liquid lipstick in the shade Outlaw. We're almost there, y'all. So I'm popping on some lashes. These are in the style Nayarit. I think that's how you pronounce it. It is from Joann's Beauty's Lash Book. Now for the last touch, I'm just taking an old toothbrush, dipping it into my red face paint and kind of like splattering it all over me. You could do this with blood too, but this is just what I had on hand, so that's what worked for me. But I just feel like the blood just like made it look super cool. So like especially up close, like at face to face, you could see it and it actually looks really cool. And that basically wraps up this look. I hope you guys loved it just as much as I did because I love her. She's super creepy and crazy, and honestly this look was a lot more easier than I thought. So if you would want to create this for Halloween, definitely send me some pictures, tag me in your pictures. I'd love to see your recreations. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy Halloween!